Yeah. I just bought the cheapest Volkswagen double cab that I could find on Facebook Marketplace, and it's pretty dang rough. So let's check it out. So I had other plans for today, but this thing got posted at a really good price, and it was the first thing I saw when I woke up. And when you have a tow truck, you tend to just buy things. Um, so yeah, I don't need any more projects, but I just couldn't pass this thing up. They're so cool, and I've always wanted one. It's pretty rough, pretty rusty, definitely some Bondo. Somebody's added this 80s fiberglass body kit on it. The guy who owned this thing actually ran a mobile coffee shop out of it. And then supposedly the motor blew 5 years ago, and it's been parked at a storage unit ever since. So it's full of junk and coffee supplies in the back, but here it is. Got the Tibetan prayer flags in the window, as you do on a Volkswagen bus. But this is it, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing out before I show it to you guys, and we'll see what it looks like all cleaned up. So check in with you in a few minutes. And that's a little better. And here's some of the loot we got. Some tables, coolers, little cake tray, some kind of cooling tap apparatus. Come around to this side, and we got a whole bunch of these things. Can't remember, I thought I heard the guy call them cold brew something. Looks like a keg or something almost, but there's a ton of them, and they all have a little bit of liquid in it still, so that's a little concerning. But anyways, she's all cleaned out, and I'm gonna unload it off the truck and show you guys the inside. This is all the trash that was in the bed for reference. This thing just had so much wood and boxes and crates and junk in there, so got all that all cleaned up. And here's a closer look at this thing. Turns out I had the tailgate in one side panel, but not the other side panel, unfortunately. But this has this cool awning that comes out, so that's pretty neat. This tailgate is about as rough as it gets. It's pretty dang rusty. But, I don't know. You know, some of these Volkswagen guys probably fixed that up, so. Got a German flag, don't know what that flag is, and an American flag. And it's got the Type 4 bus engine in here. And yeah, he said that it blew up and he quit driving it, but it's not locked up. It will turn over, and it does have oil in it. So we'll see, you never know. And it's definitely pretty rusty, but lots of Bondo and fiberglass covering it up. The inside is presentable, but you know, I'll probably end up redoing it all if I keep it. Odometer says 14,000, so probably 114,000. And the dash is all carpeted. I'm sure that's rusty underneath. You can see it's got the usual rust pretty much everywhere. Pretty cool rig though. Plenty of Bondo on the front. little rustier on this side, that's for sure. This would have had a bench seat in it with the metal bulkhead back there, but somebody's gone ahead and cut that out and made it so it had the bucket seats, which is kind of nice, but they did kind of a hack job, but oh well. Back seat out of a different bus, I think, because this is a homemade bracket that's in here. It's kind of cobbled together. And there's the tank and all that back there. Goes a ways back there. But yeah, pretty cool. There's just tons of room in here. I mean, this cab is huge, so should make for a pretty cool rig. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But in the meantime, just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to go ahead and stick a battery in this thing and we're going to see what happens. So let's give it a shot. So battery's in. See what kind of stuff happens here. That's an electric fuel pump. It does turn over. Interesting. Does not sound like it has compression though. But we'll maybe we'll stick some gas in it just for curiosity's sake. All right, I shot some gas in there. See what happens. Ooh. Well, sounds like a pretty nasty knock. Yikes. Pretty noisy. Well, I stuck a jerry can in there with a fuel line in it, filled it up with fuel. It's leaking a little bit, but she's actually running. She idles pretty good. That noise seems kind of intermittent, so I'm really not sure what the problem is here. I'm gonna have to look a little deeper, I think. Well, believe it or not, I actually drove this thing up to the shop here. It started running pretty good with this gas tank I put in there, and it still makes this knocking noise, but it's kind of intermittent. You know, it kind of comes and goes, and it seems to go away when there's a load on the engine. So I'm thinking that it might be this stripped bolt holes on the cam gear, and the cam gear is rattling, and whenever there's a load it pins it to one side and keeps it tight. But man, this thing runs good still. Just fires right up, and then you can listen to this knock. Hear how it kind of comes and goes? But you just barely breathe on the key and it starts. I mean, it doesn't smoke, and I pulled the valve covers off and you know, checked the rocker arms for play, and they're tight and they don't move side to side or front to back. So we'll see. I think this thing may have some life left in it. I'm gonna do some research, and then I may be pulling the fan shroud, and I think I gotta pull the oil pump to get to the cam gear. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep looking, and I'll keep you guys posted on this thing. But pretty exciting, pretty cool to see it drive. So I don't actually have the title for this Devil cab yet. I'm supposed to get it in the mail, but we will see. I'm kind of hesitant, so I'm gonna wait and see what happens with the title before I do anything further with this. If I get the title, then I'm gonna go ahead and probably pull the motor and tear it apart and fix the knock and get it driving again, and I'll probably drive it. And if I don't get the title, I'll probably sell it. So I don't really want to do too much until I'm sure what's happening with that, because right now it can drive onto a trailer and drive around the yard and all that. And, you know, I can have a bit of fun with it, tinkering on it as it is. But, you know, it's not too bad after sitting for 5 years that this thing basically just started right up and I could drive it around the lot. I know it's got a knock, but it's pretty cool to see it move. And even though it is rough, it's definitely worth fixing, so I'm pretty excited for it. It's probably the only one of these I'll ever own in my lifetime. So yeah, I'm gonna put in some clips of this thing driving, so you guys will get to see a few neat driving clips of it, hopefully. And some of you VW guys out there, let me know if you have any opinions or anything, or if you hear anything in the video and you might be able to identify what that knock could be. I'd love to hear your advice. You know, I don't know too much about the VWs. I'm more of a Corvair guy myself. But that being said, that's probably going to do it for this video. So I'm going to play those clips and hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.